Track Studio is the area in the game that we as developers have created all the tracks that you'll see in Career, and where you, as a player, can go in and create some of the tracks that you can maybe share with the community or share with your friends. Let's get started with creating a new track. You can also edit a track here. Let's hit New. That's going to take you to the Theme Select screen. Here we're going to jump into the Far East theme. You're given the option to draw the track or drive the track. The first one we'll explore is draw track, so just go ahead and tap it with your finger there. And that takes you to the draw screen. Alternatively, you can hit trace here. If you have a screenshot on your Vita, you can overlay it into the background and you can scale it and move it around. But here, I'm just gonna go ahead and tap my finger on the screen and just start drawing my track out. So I'm making a little track with a nice little loop-de-loop. So there, I've completed the track. You can just hit continue, and it's gonna prompt me to auto-populate. What auto-populate does is it creates all the on-track elements like boost pads, weapon pods. It'll all put it down on the track first. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit yes for this, which is gonna take me through my track and fly down it and start auto-populating props on it. Let's talk about the test track mode, and it's the first item in the menu. You hit test track and you get test drive, test race, race settings, and preview mode. A couple things about test drive. You don't get reset on test drive, so if you start to drive outside of your track, that's fine. It's really just as a kind of testing tool to see, how certain turns work. The next mode is test race. This is where you go to simulate an actual race, and race settings is tied into test race. In that, when you hit race settings, you have number of laps, race type, and the difficulty. So the last mode here is preview mode. Preview mode's important because not only does it give you a view of your whole track here, and you can just move the camera around with the right and left sticks, but it also sets the thumbnail that you're going to use for your save file. So when you're sharing it, this is where you go to take a picture, and then the thumbnail that shows up is what everyone will see. When you're making your track, remember to save a lot, just so that as you go further and further into creating a track and you get deeper in and more time placed, you can have points to go back to. So that's it for Track Studio. Be sure to play with the tools and experiment and share this stuff with your community.